おいーし。ホームズやっていくぜ。第二の事件ですね。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
ホームズ兄貴とかいたんだ。知らなかった。森もらったわ。証拠不十分な状況であったにもかかわらずって書いてあるじゃねえか。これはちょっとあかんよ。やべえやつだと思う。よし。じゃあ行ってくるよ。
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
飛んだな。お前、打ち切り前の漫画かよ。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, We should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
Wow.
But, Holmes, the headlight.
Oh?
It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
なんかそれらしいな。
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
なかなかミステリーっぽい。消えた列車の謎。いいね。やっ
Well,
ぱミ
here
ス
we
テリ
are
ーってのは
again
これ
at
く
the
らいの
Euston
ね。
Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
こんくらいの突拍子もなさが大事よ。
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if
準
needed.
備いいな。
It is for...
新マップや。
What should we do next, Holmes?
抜け。まず。お、なんか、向こうに人いっぱいいるな。ああ、これはもう移動しちゃうのか。わかったわかったわかったわかった。ちょっとじゃあ、駅の方も調べましょうかね。崖に。つってね。
This map will be useful.
こいつ、探偵なのをいいことに好き勝手してるな。なかなか面白そうな事件ですね。原作感あるよね。こういう事件って。もうどんどん調べていくか。残しとかないで。
First of all, let us examine the area where the
ちょ、怒られた。
train disappeared.
どけどけじゃあな。なんかないかな。あ、いいや。うん、逆か。こっちね。わかったわかった。行くから。探偵愛わーって。わっせ、わっせ。ああなんだ
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
お、なんかある。
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
本当なんか、印ついてるけど。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
ほんまにただの妄想じゃねえか、じゃあさっきの。探偵愛特になしか。これやってると逆に見落としそうでな。大事なことではあるんだけど。ちょっとよくわからなかったですけども。
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
調べた
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
調べたんだけど。もう一回行き直しか。大丈夫か健康やからな。 ああ、なんかあるってことか。まだ。特には。これしかないけど。ああ、ここじゃねえわ。横か。これか。
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
見落としてただけ。
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative
ああ、
result
いいこと言う
is
ね。
also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising.
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
アンベレーバボーじゃないよ。でもこれ、マップ端やろ？マップ端だね。帰るか、一旦。これで多分寄れるところが、おーい、なんかいたわ。はい、おっさん。はい、おっさん。喋れないのかよ。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
お、見ていくね。なかなか見ていきますよ、これ。名誉記章。お前なんだそれ。なんだそれ、お前、おい。お前、のんけかよ。え、あとどこ調べんのこれ。んあ、白髪ね。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
See you later, my good man.
OK 車掌室か。ではなさそうだけど。調べられるもん、片っ端から調べていくか。
A telegraph.
テレグラフ。聞き取りやすい英語はいいぞ。
A new telegram.
I think we should read this, Mr. Robinson.
ロビンソン、ブリードリントン。
Here is the train set.
え、なんかバチバチ言っとる。大丈夫これ。ボロいからか。あんま人んち来てボロいとかいうの感心せんぞ。うん。
Railway posters.
なんかないかな。もうねえわ。ワトソン君何し、鉄オタかお前、おい。鉄オタか鉄オタなのかお前、おい。ほら。人間に興味なさそうな顔しやがって。銀や。
This part is probably from a locomotive.
めちゃくちゃ調べるとこあると思うんだけど。
This part is probably from a locomotive. An old locomotive bell. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
特に変わったところはなさそうかな。どけ鉄オタ。とりあえずじゃあそのロビンソン・クルーソーだっけ探しに行くか。ああ、そっか。話聞かないとダメか。もう慌てんぼさん、ホームズ。おっさん。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car ordered by a private party. It is intended to bring some value. Those wagons have high boards without any wheels. They're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to lock the wagons to the leather.
Was there anything exceptional about any passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I don't know. Oh, now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem it didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station.
Bridlington Station.
Plot it on the local map.
Of course, it's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
ありがとうございます。タクシーワトソン君狭い場所の中で男が2人。何も起きないはずはなく。なかなか閑散とした場所やな。あ、こら。ハゲ。ハゲ、こら。そっか。急に BGM 止まるのやめてくれる？ホラゲーかと思ったわ。おや
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
お前なんかちょっとムカつく顔してんな。作業。お。安い剣。完全に偽装婚でしょ、こいつ。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich.
なるほどね。
Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
幸運な乗
Well,
客。
yes, they were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Nice. なるほどね。集団誘拐事件的なことかな。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway.
全然話聞いてないじゃん。
We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
私の名前はダービーだ。バービーでもオービーでもない。そこを間違えるな。そうかな、いい。なんでじゃあこの人見逃されたんだろう。どこだ？ワニ側。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right.
あった？
I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype
Oh, yeah.
safely to London.
電気を
My
追い出すことができ
prototype
る。
is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
窃盗事件ってことか。
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean.
見えたな。もうそういうことだよ。すべての答えだよ。それが。おいおいおいおい、こらこらこらこら。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant
Oh.
sum.
いくらこれ。15000ポンド。当時の価格にして2億円か？
A telegraph.
テレグラフ。まあ、話すか。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
あ、若年。指導書。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand. Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
露骨にマウント取りに行くな。まあ、これだよな。
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young
クラスで
man.
一番でし
I
た。
am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I
マウ
represent
ン
the
ト取っていく
law.
ね。
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything.
そ
First
ん
of
な
all,
脅かすな
I
よ。
scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
駅を通過したりしてなかったりしろ。
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
チェターフィールドテスト壁。列車番号324、内明。30、足。0035。なるほど。これは、あれか？炙り出しだな？多分。よく使われるトリックのやつだな。これは。炙り出しのやつだな、これは。こんにちは、入れねえわ。ゲームの都合ですね、完全に。どけ、鉄オタ。ああ、なんかあったわ、部屋。邪魔するぜ。
Railway post bags.
調べられそうなとこあるさ。隣か。邪魔したな。邪魔するぜ。うん。 なるほどね。移動すんのかい。ああ。あの豚野郎に保険学のこと聞かないから。横柄な、醜く声太った政治の豚が。ほら、おめえだよ。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station Master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
完全にコンビニに来る嫌な客じゃん。相手がアルバイトだからってマウント取っていくタイプじゃん。
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
怖いなぁ。ああ、はいはいはいはい。別の部屋か。あんまね、バイトいじめちゃダメよ。ほんと人いなくなるから。ここじゃねえわ。どけよ。何の権利があってお前あれしてんだお前それ。あれか？
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
悪ガキやん。
Of course.
完全に窃盗を働こうとするじゃん。出たー、出た。回転シリーズ。ああ、ここ見るのが一番良さそうだね。で、これだ。お、よいしょ。こんな鍵あるんすか？
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them
そんなレベル
carefully.
で？あ、なんか書いてある。
An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
あ、ページをめくるか。独占販売。
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
ああ、バルカザス。独占、独占、独占、独占。
Yet another exclusive sales. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
なんでも独占だなぁ。もう、完全にソニーコンピューターエンターテインメントなんだよな。誰も幸せにならないからやめろ。
I will not move from here until I receive my...
とりあえず減らすか、これは。よし、このどこか。まあ、選択肢だね。ここら辺は後回しにしようか。うん。まあ、移動すっぺ。なんだこの意味深なカットは。ブリブリなんとかとかいうところに来たぜ。お邪魔します。怪しいところは一切なし。
A fishing advertisement.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
お、空の瓶。なんかありましたね、空の瓶。邪魔するぜ。
A telegraph.
モールス。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
これあれじゃない？多分さっきのわけわからん電報が。酔っ払ってらっしゃる？
How could he fall asleep at work like
めっ
this?
ちゃキレてるじゃん。
Excuse me, sir. Wake up.
真面目やな。
Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please,
Huh?
sir.
What? The 18 hours 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
汚い汚い。俺酔っ払いって嫌いだからよ。なんか既婚者が随分多いけど。見逃すとこだった。俺なら見逃しちゃうね。
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No. Nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my
外事やん
office,
け。
so...
No doubt you were very
めっちゃ皮
busy.
肉言うじゃん。
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
ではないですね。まあまあ知ってた知ってた。だろうとは思ったわ。
The station master...
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late,
演技が
and I
結構
was
すごい
tired,
な。
but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
まあまあだろうと思ったわ。
The station...
What? He's... The fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
まあ、そんなことだろうと思ったわ。
The station ma-
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
これだ!
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
もうさ、こいつが犯人で終わりでいいんじゃない？ワトソン君もそう思うよな。
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it.
なん
We
だ
shall
と
have to pick the lock.
出たー鍵開けー好きだからいいけど。よいしょ。やったぜ。
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
泥開くんかい。
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage.
おい
They
お
were
いお
likely
いおいおい。
taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
ワトソン君めっちゃキレるじゃん、今回。おいおいおいおい。殺人事件の犯人は見つかったようだな。死刑だ、てめえは。
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
ワトソン君イライラじゃん。いましたね、なんか一人袖に泥がついてる方が。さて。うん。もう少し調べた方がいいみたいね。探偵愛移動すんのかい。ああ、わかったわかった。移動して。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon.
いやいや、俺は分
So,
かりましたよ。
are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it.
そう
We
いうこ
didn't
と。
see the
い
train
や、ほんまにほんまに。分かって
itself.
た分かってた。ほんとほんと。
But... Oh, Holmes,
手こ
I'm
ぎ
a little
車に多分、釘
confused.
が乗ってたんでしょヘッドライトと。汽笛は別にね、なんとでもなるし。ほんとほんと信じて。俺を信じて。第一の事件をもやもやしたままに終わらせた俺を信じて。進めようか。うん、調べるもんは特にないし。進めていいね。よいしょ。OK。やりましょうか。よいしょ。
I should use the appropriate object here.
ああ、なるほどね。
I should use the appropriate object here.
うん。歯車が多いな、本で。
I should use the appropriate object here.
ブレーキないとダメでしょ、危ないよ。これは置いとこう。
I should use the appropriate object here.
してんじゃねえか。よいしょ。向こうね。どこを指してるか分かりにくい。非常に。OK。あと木の土台か。にブレーキじゃない？
I should use the appropriate object here.
うるせえなぁ。何が起きるんだあと。歯車でしょ？あ、回転できんのか。先言ってよ。あったあった。あとはなんだ？
I should use the appropriate object here.
めっちゃ言うじゃん。あとなんだ？なんか、置けそうなものがないんだけど。あ、なんか、よく見たら木の板あったわ。アハ体験会？
Now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet.
焦んな。
Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
全に妄想で何か見えてる。大丈夫？いただいていくぜ。そんななんかパクっていけるようなもんじゃないでしょ。いただいていくぜ。消火器。なるほどね。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow... The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
持ってるんですよ。
A fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
うるさいわ。近所迷惑になるわ。な？
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab.
筋場所に
It
な
made
ってる
us
じゃねえか。
extremely unpopular
筋
with
場
our
所じゃなくて。
driver.
.なるほどね。まあ、とりあえず一旦ここで区切りかな。前半終了かな。多分ね。それではまた。